put you in the corner?
Well, clearly it was not Johnny.
No.
It's, wonder what his
Oh,
last words were. Oh, that would break my heart. What am I talking about?
yeah, you don't want to know that.
No, because I loved him. And you know where I first fell in love with him?
Um,
It's going to lead us right in.
is
Come
it
on.
Youngblood or Taps?
North and South, Ori
Oh,
Main.
I should have. Okay.
It was like the perfect setup that we didn't plan. Are you
I know.
drinking?
I am. I went with the old fashioned in a bottle for
You
tonight.
didn't tell me I could
I just
drink.
assumed you were. I,
Wow.
it was a day that ended in a Y. I just assumed you were.
No,
Do
I
we need to stop this so you can go get a cocktail?
kind of.
Okay. Well, all right.
I just want the record to show that originally you were late. And then I
Yes.
was late,
And then you were late. Yes.
but now because you shouldn't drink alone. That's very
Well, go pour yourself a glass of something quickly.
all right. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. I
There
went
we
for the
go.
wine.
I see. Well, I had time. I had time while you were doing that.
Wait, I can't hear you.
Oh,
This
well,
love
you're the
car
one
is actually
talking.
30. Okay, what?
No, I had time to go download the Bewitched theme song, which is the thing I always hum when I like imagine like hold music.
That's hilarious. Do you know that I always feel like the I Dream of Jeannie theme song is the no, I feel, and this is not the but the song I'm going to reference is one of my favorite songs of all time. But I always feel that the breakdown in Can't Take My Eyes Off of You is actually just the I Dream of Jeannie theme song.
Interesting. Yeah, that works.
It's right.
Yeah, but every time I get it's either Bewitched or I but kind of will do the or get like a little
That's
bit of
right.
it, or I'll sometimes get to the Bewitched.
Uh,
But like
yes. We should
so,
have a bewitched party so I can be Serena.
I'm Uncle Arthur, aren't I?
But I love Uncle Arthur. He's my
uh,
favorite. Rachel's
uh,
Mrs. Kravitz.
well, yeah, no question.
Yeah, because she
So,
admits she's Mrs. Kravitz in real life.
um,
Um, it reminded me to tell you about our new fans.
well, now I need to
Oh,
know all about them.
yes. So, former colleague of mine at the client, one of the clients that shall not be named,
Mm-hmm.
um, who left and was very instrumental in like he retired and all this. So he and his wife listened to our shows on their way on their big road trip and loved them, like absolutely loved them, unprovoked,
Wow.
said how great they were, said, now that the you two like the banter, but you guys are just it's so entertaining. You could listen to just the two of you talk for hours. Do you plan
Well,
that and script
are you
that?
sitting down? Here's
I
your
know.
lucky day.
I know. So is that they're like, do you script that? I'm like, no. And of course they asked like how we got the show started, how do we meet, blah, blah.
Right.
Told them the whole sordid tale. And I'm like,
The
no,
nice white shag
literally.
party, and yeah, no, of
Right.
course.
No, I mean, that's our next life. Our next life will be the thighs white shut party. It'll be Fidelio all the way with very cool masks,
Yes, yeah.
exceptional masks. But, and they love famous last words as well. They loved all of them, but they really thought Y was brilliant. And they thought famous last words was really, really good.
Wow. Well, they're going to be. I have no idea what the hell we're running on Monday. So,
Well, we can figure it out.
yeah, it's going to be something from the grad school archive, I believe.
That's okay. Did we run wasn't there another one we were saying we could run on both that we hadn't yet?
RJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one ran last week,
I
unfortunately.
thought there was another one though, other
I
than
don't
RJ.
believe so. I wish.
Wasn't there another author?
Let me look. I need to reach out to more folks. I need to follow up with the toboggan racing, but
I need to follow up with the bike museum because that one will be good.
mm,
I was really glad Eleni wrote back.
yeah,
She'll be really interesting because she's cool and she's on a book, been on a book tour, so she'll have new stuff to
there
talk
you
about.
go.
Uncle Mark was pleased.
Yeah, I don't think we have. I mean, we could. I guess we reran the Allman Brothers already. I don't
We
know. Do we
did.
do like our friend Glenn, who I don't know if you follow him on Instagram?
Glenn Matlock,
Yes,
our good friend Glenn Matlock. Yes, I
yes.
do.
Because I think last night he was going to see Susie Quattro, and he
Oh,
posted something about like he didn't say bass players union, but like bassists going to see bassists play.
yes.
So
Did you see our friend John Doe on Instagram?
I did not.
Oh, this is one for the Tumblr.
I forgot about the Tumblr.
I know, well, this might be a reason to bring it back. So it's a pretty great photo. Did you find him?
Working on it. Hold please.
I should have had it pulled up.
There's so many John Does. That's the
I know, but
problem.
is he real John Doe? What is he?
I mean, he should be the only John Doe.
I know.
Johnny Doe.
I keep getting DJ Nick.
This is what I'm saying. XX underscore John Doe. John Doe
No.
Bar. John Doe 16K. That's not him.
Where is he at? Maybe I should just go back to my feed because I just saw it.
The fact that he doesn't get like a like some sort of highlight of this is the one you mean.
Look at this is an amazing photo.
Oh, that's from the Reed campaign.
Yes, I love it. He's such a cute. Oh,
I think we talked about it, or maybe we never. I have them all saved if we didn't run it. It was a collection of the Reed posters. Because I remember vividly the
yes.
Michael J. Fox one where he's reading Skeleton Crew and he's got the skeleton hand on his shoulder.
Yes.
There's that Bowie one. There's the other one where he's like mid jump and he's holding a book.
Yes.
There's the REM one where they're all reading. And
There's
then
a
last night was the NBA awards, not that NBA, the other one.
right.
But LeVar Burton hosted.
I think we could get him.
Oh my God. And he began by saying, "Are there any moms for liberty here?" Good. So there will be no slap fighting.
Yeah, it's
something
awesome.
like we're not slapping anybody tonight.
Yeah.
But let's go back to what we gathered for, because I feel like tomorrow we'll have more time to really go into details of the Reed posters.
I know, but yes. Okay.
We have so much to review.
We have so much to review. And discuss and whatnot.
Yes. I just saw while you were gone, I didn't even mention it, the International Housekeeping Olympics, which they hold. Yes, which they hold in Vegas. They were just last week, so we have to wait a year.
Okay,
but it is bed making, vacuuming, like all of it.
I could get gold in this.
Really?
Yes.
What's your specialty?
My specialty is kitchens and bathrooms.
See, my special bed, I can do a hospital corner like nobody's business.
I can, but I usually don't. But I can. A clean cleanliness is my jam.
I've heard it's next to godliness.
Yes, if you consider David Beckham God, cleanest man on the planet. Just when you thought he couldn't get more perfect.
Yeah.
There it is.
That wasn't what I was thinking.
Little OCD anal retentiveness. And here we are. I'm obsessed with John Doe right now, though. I can't stop looking for him. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know, but I also keep stumbling on amazing things that we need for the office. Speaking of like bathrooms, this is all
we shouldn't have started drinking. Listening. That's the problem.
We're like one.
Oh my God. In. Oh my. Yes.
Please.
Yes.
Please.
Yes. Yes.
I mean,
that's amazing.
It's the greatest bathroom of all time.
Yes.
I
Because
love
that cat is most definitely judging you.
Oh, for sure.
Judging
Wait, is
you.
it I Am John Doe? I think it's I Am John
That
Doe.
would make sense. Yeah,
It's
there's
not
so
even
much
going to be
stuff.
good now, by the way, because it's been set
No,
up.
there's so much stuff I've saved that I haven't sent you. This one I just show to the kids randomly and they love it. You can't read it. There we go. Chewbacca.
That's amazing.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, that's really good.
a popular one.
How about Snoop not smoking or rapping anymore?
He's given up both.
Both.
Wow. That is, I feel like in the past he's done one or the other.
I
but
know. Clearly it's cat day.
There you go. Where do we go? Meow. That's perfect. Have I sent you the Bob Dylan Tom Petty Pride Month one?
No.
Oh, it's the two of them. It just says love is love.
That's
And Tom Petty, of
amazing.
course, is smoking a cigarette.
Of course.
Um,
That's amazing.
okay, now I have to pull it up because it's amazing.
Pull it up because maybe I'll find.
But like, I mean, that Olive Garden free breadsticks with the
Oh my God, that was amazing.
Unknown Pleasures.
Absolutely fantastic.
This one,
that's pretty sweet.
so you missed last week. I sent you the ramen themed bar that's opening in Philly.
Yes.
But last week in New York, oh, here's Ben and Jerry's having some sort of social event. BJ's in your PJs.
Nice.
So there's a picture of me with the pony rides, and then we're back to Parliament. It's back anyway. But so last week in New York, it was the, I believe, 35th anniversary of the release of Enter the 36 Chambers.
Really?
So Eric Adams, probably right before he resigns office or is indicted, declared it Wu-Tang Clan Day in New York.
Of course.
And the Empire State Building was lit up gold and black in
I
honor
mean,
of Staten Island's own.
as it should.
Yes.
Ah, I found it. I just had to go to the website.
Thank God. Oh my God. Thank you for your support.
I mean, right?
That's amazing. What is it? It's got to be real John Doe?
No, it's the John Doe. But next time we forget in our, we're so brilliant.
Right.
Next time we forget, if we just go to his website and click on Instagram, guess what? There it is.
Yeah, because all the John Does.
But look at how, well, it's hilarious because why would there not be 1,000 John Does?
Right.
But he looks so sexy, and it's just everything about it is great.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I kind of want that on our wall too. We're going to need a bigger office.
We really are.
To go with a bigger boat.
Again, I typed in John Doe and it was like.
Yeah, you need a the.
Yes. He still intimidates me, but.
In the best possible way, though. Like, he's intimidating, but not intimidating at the same time.
Right. I mean, I feel like, again, the way that I can't even remember what we said early on, besides like, no, go into the deep end. We want to talk about.
Right.
But like, even now, I really want to see DOA.
I know. I want to see it too.
It's streaming now. But we said something to him early on where like, I just remember him like giving that like, like, okay, you guys get it.
Right. He did like the little like half smile.
Yeah. Like, okay, you guys can hang. I have to look some more. I just watched Chevalier.
Yeah.
I never finished watching it. Not too bad.
I watched part of it. I was really excited when it came out. I wanted to see it in the theater.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen.
I feel like the tagline should have been like, this time the violence sexy. Like something that really like sold it to you. Like, don't worry, this guy's going to be hot playing a violin.
I mean,
even with the powder wig.
Well, yeah. Almost as hot. It should have been like almost as hot as Gary Oldman.
Right. Or it could have just been, don't worry, the French were still racist then.
Right.
One of the two.
Oh my God, we had Yeah, well, I'll tell you. I can't, because if we're recording this, I can't tell you, but
my favorite conversations was like,
I know it's a Nikki conversation.
oh my God. All right. So let's talk this
Dead
and then
people?
let's talk dead people and then we can talk other stuff later.
Okay. Yes. Okay, hold it. Give me 1 second.
Go app, but like,
right. Yes. Okay.
Are you still distracted by
No,
like the David Beckham Instagram page or something?
Oh my God, constantly. We also need to talk about this awful though, the TikTok Beckham challenge.
No clue.
Well, do you want me to wait or do you want me to just tell you about it?
All right, let's talk Beckham challenge quickly.
At the end of did you end up watching the documentary? I can't remember.
I have not yet, no.
Okay. The very end, like, it's adorable. It's a really actually very good scene. But at the end, he's like out cooking and the kids are there and they're frolicking and Victoria's there. And he puts on Islands in the Stream and they start dancing and hustling and dancing together to Islands in the Stream. Sure. And it's slightly adorable and it shows that they're like the real deal. Well, people have decided that all these random couples have now decided that they must do said dance routine on TikTok, which is terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the best song. It's the greatest song.
Yeah.
But no one, and it's not like they do some amazing dance moves. It's just a cute little whatever. And no matter what, and it's not like they're great dancers, but they also look like that. And most people don't look like that.
Right.
So
and they had a few hours to sort of win you over and say, isn't this adorable?
Correct. And they're just like us. They have struggles too.
Mm-hmm. They're different struggles. Let's just be honest.
I don't know, baby.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk Civil War.
Fourscore.
So here's the thing. I feel like I was never a Civil War guy. Maybe it's because growing up in New England, there wasn't a lot of Civil War stuff around. And I sort of tended towards the American Revolution where you could like go see something and be like, oh,
I get that.
This is where the shot heard around the world was fired.
That's where you get your tea, things like that.
Right. This is where Crispus Attucks fell, etc.
You just wanted to say that to show
perhaps
how good your pronunciation is.
Thank you.
But
Civil War was never my scene.
So I was way into the Civil War.
But why were you into the Civil War?
Because I was obsessed with the cinematic masterpiece of Gone with the Wind. Yes, I know there are problems now, but look at it just purely as a cinematic masterpiece as it was.
As a 12-year-old.
Right. Guessed. And miniseries masterpiece, which I still will fall on any sword from West Point saying North and South.
No further questions. So, yeah.
But I consequently learned quite a bit and read more important books beyond those.
So I wanted to turn this episode into a game.
Oh, I don't want to play a game.
Or North and South. And I didn't have the time to put it all together.
Because that one would have been amazing. Elkanah Bent.
Yes. Would be my Patrick Swayze attended West Point.
Ori Main. And George Hazard attended West Point.
Oh God, here we go.
Who played Virgilia. I could have done this. I should have put the game together.
So who was in North and South?
Okay, everyone was in North and South. Like, that's one of the craziest things about it. Patrick Swayze.
Yes.
Parker Stevenson.
I was going to say, was it Tom Berenger? Okay, Parker
Kirstie Alley.
Is that where they met?
I think they had already met.
Okay.
Leslie Ann Warren, Forrest Whitaker, Jeannie Francis, a whole host of people from Star Trek The Next Generation. Okay. Jonathan Frakes.
Oh, all right.
Olivia de Havilland.
Oh, was Worf in there with the bumpy head?
No, Worf and the bumpy head, no. And I don't think LeVar was either, but LeVar was Kunta Kinte.
Right. I mean, you got roots on your resume. You don't
I
need no
mean,
stinking
you got
South.
reading Rainbow on your resume, and
Yeah,
I
you can fly
mean,
twice as high.
right. But it was a cast of thousands of
Yes.
very excellent. Oh, Hal Holbrook.
I love that this entire episode is going to be nothing about the Civil War or General John Sedgwick, and just you sharing fun facts about the cast and crew of North and South,
Yes.
as you were saying.
And the fact that I remember as many as I do and have not looked at my phone once nor seen the miniseries in about 20 years.
Interesting.
It was very good.
It clearly made an opinion.
No, it was good. And I read all 3 books, which probably were not appropriate at my age, but also the miniseries probably really wasn't appropriate to watch
wasn't
either.
I mean, it seems like there's a lot
but it
of
was so good.
I feel like, and I haven't seen it, a lot of like steely-eyed stares and heaving bosoms and
oh yeah, like you know,
and,
like illicit sex in a church, things like that.
No, because that's
It was not the Thornbirds, but there was like a, you know, I think it would have even been a burned out church, which makes it almost weirder.
Right.
Oh,
oh
my gosh, not the demon, but the other Gene Simmons was in it.
Okay, Jen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
classic actress.
Did I send you the clock you're going to get me for Christmas?
No, but please
that says
do.
Jesus, look at the time, and has a painting of him right next to the clock.
That's amazing. You should. I will buy you that for Christmas.
I sent it to my mother. She's like, "What do you want for Christmas?" I said this, and she just wrote.
Oh no, you should have sent it to me because you'd already have it by now.
I know. Jesus, like, look at the time.
Here's your in between birthday and Christmas gift.
Yes. So I have tried to find information about the Civil War and sort of like unique, fun Civil War facts that we could discuss here.
Okay, there wasn't much fun about the Civil War.
True. But there are a bevy of books of like strange and weird fun facts about the Civil War for kids, which is a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
Itself.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, so there were maybe thousands of women who were trying to enlist.
Yes.
And apparently, Tim Rowland, author of Strange and Obscure Stories of the Civil War, claimed that part of the entrance exam, which is a weird thing in this context, involved dropping one's pants to just.
But of course.
Yes. The average Civil War horse lived 4 to 8 months.
Oh, that's really sad. I thought you were going to tell me they lived like a really long time.
Yes, and they all went to a farm upstate.
Right, across the Mason-Dixon line.
Yes, exactly. So there's other stuff. So Abraham Lincoln was shot at and almost killed in August of 1864, 8 months before the assassination.
That's crazy. You know what I never understood?
Yes.
I mean, it just furthers the whole, house divided.
Sure, will not stand.
Well, but
that's the phrase.
But their uniforms were like really close in color.
I love that you go to the design flaws in the.
But it is a design flaw.
It is, yes, it is.
And it was part of the problem.
And the jackets weren't pretty enough.
Well, they had that like brocade on them at least.
Yeah,
but
and that shade of gray doesn't look good on anyone. It just drains you.
It does, and it's really blue.
Yeah,
it's like a pale blue.
So the other things, I forgot about this whole thing that
Geraldo and Grant's tomb.
Nope, but let's go there. No, I forgot that Robert E. Lee lived in Virginia, in Arlington, Virginia.
Yes.
And that Arlington Cemetery was basically built around his house as a giant FU.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
that's a fun fact.
Lincoln was like, hey, you're going to go out and kill all these U.S. soldiers.
Yes.
So we're just going to bury them all around your house. And then by eminent domain, they eventually ended up taking over the house
Of course they did.
And then eventually after his death, Lee's, I believe it was son or grandsons, sued the government to be like, you kind of screwed us out of our, family property.
Yeah.
They still only got like 150 grand for the land, but the house is like up on the hill and you can clearly, it's all around there.
Oh, and it's haunted.
I mean, it's gotta be. I feel
I
like
mean,
most
seriously.
ghosts are, at least in the US, are Civil War adjacent, right?
I feel like there's a good chunk of
There's
Civil
a
War
lot of people
adjacent
with a hat
ghosts
and like a sword kind of
and
walking around.
and crutches in one leg. I really feel like there's a lot of Civil War one-legged crutch ghosts. It's not, I'm not even trying. I'm actually being sincere. I'm not trying
We
to
should
be.
have. This is what we
rude
need.
in
We
that.
need to get Ken, our ghost hunter, back on the show.
I know.
I see a figure in the corner. Is it a one-legged crutch ghost?
No, not a crotch ghost. It's not one of those ladies trying to join the army.
Right. No. Yeah. Crutch. It's like with a U.
Right.
But that could be another thing. Maybe there is a crotch ghost that we don't know about.
It's probably a few of those.
Well, that was like that house we talked about on why that was apparently a brothel, and the couple was like, was it the wife was in the shower and heard a voice say, "Hey, good looking," and was like, "Excuse me,"
which I still stand by. If there's a ghost in my house, that better be what they're saying to me every day.
Right. The Seinfeld instead of "bless you."
You're right. You are so good looking.
Exactly.
Yes. I mean, seriously, if you're gonna have a ghost who compliments you when you're getting ready in the morning.
I feel like a ghost that compliments you in the shower is just like
even
another
better,
level.
Right?
Yes. Why, thank you. Can you do my back?
Yes, please. There's a loofah over there. Please.
And then North and South went to commercial, and when we came back, everyone was out of the shower and back in their 3 or 4 layers of
I think they were like swimming in ponds, and they had those like union suits, and
let's be honest, they were swimming in those wool suits,
right? Like, and then but also like the wool.
What did they call the union suits in the South?
I know, right? Did they call them long johns? Is that where that came from?
Or did they just call them suits?
They call them undies. Because that might be why they lost.
I would make some crack about no Floridas in the South. That's why they lost. But that would be cruel.
Right. We can't do that to Tinkerbell. Right.
Or Tigger.
No, definitely not Tigger.
But the other interesting thing that I did not realize with the Civil War, Coca-Cola was invented because of the Civil War.
With its cocaine in it?
So here's the thing. When you come with that, like, the cosmic scale, the cosmos, like good, bad, out in the ether somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Bad, all these people dead. Good, slavery ends. So, but apparently John Stith, I believe it is Pemberton. So he was a Confederate lieutenant colonel.
Okay.
And he defended Columbia, Georgia during the Battle of Columbus.
Mm.
And again, God bless the internet. During this battle, he received a, quote, nasty saber wound to his chest.
Oh.
If I ever get wounded with a saber, I am going to demand that you and everyone else I know refer to it constantly as a nasty saber wound to the chest.
Of course. If you get a paper cut, I'm going to refer to it as that.
Yes, please. So he got after his nasty saber wound.
Yes.
Which the more you say it, the less tough it sounds.
No, but it still sounds cool.
It does. Believe it or not, wound up addicted to morphine.
What?
Yeah. Apparently being injured in battle can hurt.
What do you know?
Exactly. And so to try to break his addiction to morphine, he created an early version of Coca-Cola, Pemberton's French wine coca. So without the Civil War, Battle of Columbus would not have happened. This nasty chest wound with a saber would not have happened. And Atlanta would have been a
Would have
a
burned.
lame, cooler. Well, yeah, good point. Um, so yeah, he decided to cure his morphine addiction by throwing cocaine in something. So not a perfect solution.
No, but weirdly, I mean, we use methadone to,
Yeah,
you know,
but
I mean, we don't use methadone. People
right,
use
right, not actively.
not actively.
Although listeners to the show might be convinced of
People listening to the
otherwise.
show probably think we need to.
Oh my God, people listening to the show are probably just coming off their methadone buzz, their Thorazine kind
Our
of
show is probably
phase.
why Snoop gave up pot.
Yeah, he's like, nothing's gonna make this thing good.
Right. Or all I got.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, the French wine coca was said to be, quote, an invigorator of the brain.
I mean, it still is today for some.
Yeah. And he recommended it to aid in overcoming all morphine addictions.
Well, there
So
you go.
yeah, so the Civil War, or the Battle of Columbia at least, is it.
It is it.
Thank God they never
Well
came out
done.
with the Crystal Battle of Columbia.
That's true.
Sammy Hagar.
Did they bring that back?
I think they tried to, as like some sort of. Did they ever have? Probably not, in Michigan. OK Cola
I think maybe.
in the mid '90s. It was a gray label. Daniel Klaus, like Ghost World, like
Yeah.
he did the all the artwork on the bottles, and it was
Maybe
just the
not. I don't
most
remember cool artwork. I just remember the phrase.
and the gist was, it's okay.
It's hilarious.
Like, what else do you want from a syrup laden carbonated beverage?
Oh no.
It's okay.
Dr. Brown's soda certainly was more than okay.
I know. And actually, I believe 2 weeks ago was the anniversary of Doc Brown inventing the flux capacitor.
Really? Was it
Yeah.
2 weeks ago?
I believe it was November 5th, 1955, was when he was trying to hang the clock over his toilet, fell and hit his head. And when he came to, he drank
Ta-da.
this. Yeah.
You know when Doc Brown was born.
Just say it.
Well, it wasn't actually Doc Brown, but Christopher Lloyd.
Mm-hmm.
Was born on October 22nd.
Do we know anyone else born on that date?
Me, Jeff Goldblum, Zach Hansen, Annette Funicello, and Franz Liszt.
All right. No Dave Winfield, Jennifer Love Hewitt, and Gwen Stefani, but
I'll raise you a Catherine Deneuve.
I see you, Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Why have we never played this game before?
I don't know.
We should play this every Libra season, even though it's Scorpio season now.
How come that's not like a? We
Andrew
haven't turned
Shue?
that. Oh, okay. Give me a second. Sally Jesse Raphael.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Thank you.
I might not remember anyone else. I feel like Franz Liszt is enough to like.
It's up there, certainly.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there was one where I was like, finally, this is the be all and end all, and it wasn't Jennifer Love Hewitt, as you know.
I'm shocked.
I know, right?
I feel like I found one for yours that was a really good one.
I believe so.
Now we have to look them up.
Yep.
I'm glad that our famous last words listeners are getting a taste of
it's just going right to this check
of what Y is like. So if they haven't listened,
Tommy Lee.
That is the end all be all. How could I forget that? I'm the one who told you that. No, Tommy Lee is the
Tessa Thompson.
There's a lot of TikTok stars. Shaggy.
Oh, Clive Owen. Dennis Eckersley. Oh, Julia Roberts.
Jesse Tyler Ferguson. Oh, I've got.
So I could kind of like yes and you with both Eddie Cochran and Chubby Checker, but instead I will just say.
Do you have a fat boy?
Better. I've got Lindsey Buckingham.
Oh, that's a good one. That ain't no secondhand news. But yeah. I have Bob Odenkirk.
Oh, okay. Pretty's lovely.
Right.
Julia Roberts, did I say that out loud?
You did.
Okay.
I feel like that's not as cool as some of the ones we've already. I mean, she would have been cool at one point. I don't know who some of these people are.
I know I definitely don't know who most of these are. Which we
No.
should probably stop this because it kind of makes me feel like
That we
here's
should.
Larry Lawton, 62, YouTube star.
Yeah, there's a lot of YouTube stuff.
So
I got
you
a
can
lot
be
of
62 and be a YouTube star.
yes.
All right,
Coco
so
Chanel designed her first suit at 71.
and that's Kevin Richardson,
Oh, well, there you go. Backstreet's back. All right.
India Ari,
Oh, she was cool.
yeah, Sean William Scott. They're not all perfect.
Oh no, come on, Stifler. Come on now. Emperor Jung Toko,
Zoltan
Erasmus Reinhold.
Ibrahimovic as half the world, if not more.
John V, King of Portugal.
Swedish
Charlotte de
professional
Orly.
footballers from AC Milan.
Mm.
Alicia Vikander, did I say that one?
Oh, that's a good one. She's a good Swede.
Yep. ASAP Rocky, I said that one. Niv
Yeah.
Campbell.
Collis P. Huntington.
No clue.
American business tycoon and railroad executive, Central Pacific Railroad, Southern Pacific Railroad.
I believe it's pronounced Michelle Marone. He was the star of the 2020 erotic romantic drama 365 Days.
All right.
Ashley
this
Simpson.
is a good one.
Oh,
I love Ashley Simpson.
Of course you do.
Sarah Bernhardt.
Tommy Wiseau.
Sarah Bernhardt.
Oh, James Harriet.
Oh, he makes me cry.
Oh, that's the best.
Couste de la Ray.
Gore Vidal.
Oh, that tracks. For sure.
I told you the story about Gore Vidal.
Oh, did you?
Somebody you have heard of, and I'm not going to say it because we'd have to bleep it out. It's going to be a whole thing. But was living next door to Gore Vidal, and they were having a very prolonged argument over whether or not their pool filter was loud.
Yes.
Gore said,
you have told me this. Yes. That's a good one.
Yes.
Oh, here's one.
Yes.
Curly Howard.
Okay, that's the chips all into the middle of the
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thomas Wolfe, Lacombe Angel.
Nice. Jimmy Fox. We should go through our birthdays and find dead people and get their famous last words.
That's true. Black Thought from The Roots.
Cool.
You don't care.
Robert Capa.
Quelly? Is that how you say it?
Oh, this is another good one.
Yes.
Joan Fontaine.
That is a good one.
Her sister was my grandmother's pen pal.
Basic. Norm Abram from This Old House.
Did you miss what I was saying?
Totally did. Yes. Sorry.
Fine. I have another good one. Joan Fontaine's sister.
Okay.
Came and spoke at my grandma hosted Detroit Town Hall, which I've told you about, like the Halston dress and all that. Yes. And they became pen pals because they hit it off so well. And they wrote to each other for many, many years till my grandma died and sent me an autographed picture of herself.
Oh, okay.
As Melanie in Gone with the Wind.
There you go. That's pretty good.
It's pretty cool to have your pen pal be Olivia de Havilland.
Yeah, I mean, not as cool as sharing a birthday with Charles Duke, the youngest person to walk on the moon.
Or sharing a birthday with Timothy Leary.
Certainly different parties.
I know, but again, totally tracks.
Yeah, it really does.
There are a lot of people in here I've never heard of who did like impressive things that I feel I will steal their names to check into hotels someday. There was a store in Leamington that was called Truly Scrumptious. And I'm like, that's my name. That is my check-in name.
Oh, I see.
Bobby Seale from the Black Panthers.
Oh, okay.
Derek Jacobi.
Oh, Sir Derek Jacobi.
How did I not know?
Harvey Kurtzman from Mad.
Oh, all right. Tony Roberts.
A
Charles Keating.
Brazilian footballer just named Fred.
Perfect.
Ruth Cleveland, Grover's daughter.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Bobby Fuller. I fought the law.
Oh, yeah, Law
Too
One.
bad he died in
Spoiler alert.
66. I know. Jan de Bont. Jan de Bont.
Yeah, close.
But still.
Film director Leo McCarey. If you
Oh,
ever want to see one of the saddest films ever, Make Way for Tomorrow. Really will bring you
great.
down.
Can't wait for that one.
Yeah, it's a feel-good film. Josh
Um,
Klinghoffer from a little band you might have heard of.
Yes. A lot of wrestlers.
Mm.
Squeaky Fromm.
Oh, yeah, you can have that one.
Well, I don't really want it, but it's,
It's yours.
It's mine. I also got Glenn Ford, American Free Death Row Inmate.
Ida Rubinstein.
Jeff Goldblum.
Is this what the show has become?
Oh, wait, I got a good one. I can't believe I didn't know that. Oh, I got 2 good ones in a row.
Well, let's go.
3. I've got Bobby Blotzer.
That doesn't ring a bell.
From Rats.
Okay, rings a bell.
Mark Shaman.
Okay.
And Chris Kirkwood from the Meat Puppets.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Like a Fire, sure. What about Grand Duke
Brian
Paul
Boitano.
Okay, that's it. You win.
Toby Mac.
You don't have to say anything else after Brian Boitano.
I know. Oh, wait. Valerina Galino. Carlos Mencia.
Well, I mean, I could say film producer for Jennifer Todd, but that's not going to hold a candle to.
No. Jay Johnston.
I mean.
Oh, this is another good one that I didn't know. Spike Jones.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Was he on the box?
He was not on the box.
He said, I can't stand the way he sings, but I love to hear him talk.
Right.
What about Juan Antonio Ruiz, Spanish bullfighter?
That's just fun to say. See, that's a good check into a hotel name right there.
No, I've decided a little while ago, and I think we've talked about this, but my hotel pseudonym will always be Trip Fontaine.
Of course, as well it should be.
Because
and Magic Man should play when you walk into the lobby.
I mean, that would be ideal.
Yes. And Trip Fontaine and Truly Scrumptious would definitely have a podcast.
Yes. I would,
that's an excellent,
insisting. No, it has to be under this name. Who the hell is going to be trying to get to your hotel? Does not matter.
It doesn't
Trip Fontaine,
matter.
please.
It's Trip Fontaine. One of the best entrances in a film ever.
In cinema of all time. Yeah.
Of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I told you I'm going to see Josephine on Sunday. Not Josephine, Priscilla.
But
I'm going to see Josephine next week with Joaquin.
What was the thing? I saw somebody, the way the pose he has on the poster, what was it? It was something like his mom yelled at it. He looks like his mom yelled at him to turn the music down or something.
That's hilarious.
So
it's pretty much right.
Yeah. Greg Proops. Did I mention that?
I love Greg Proops.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Ice hockey defenseman, which is the weirdest way to describe anyone. Mark Giordano.
That's a fun one to say.
Instagram star, which is apparently a thing. Chloe Schnapp.
Oh.
Alexandra von Furstenberg.
Ooh.
Listed as miscellaneous.
Mysterious.
I think that's how we would be listed as on any of this.
Miscellaneous or mysterious?
Miscellaneous. Miscellaneous. I wish for mysterious, but let's be honest. I think we're going to be miscellaneous. Sorry. Now I'm the one distracted.
No, because it's fun.
Janelle Maloney from Donna from The West Wing.
Yes.
Which we've been watching that as of late. Really misogynist.
Oh, really?
You do not realize how it is. Every single woman on that show is somebody's assistant and gets yelled at and talked down to a lot. not just Donna. It goes from Leo on down. What's his assistant's name? Or his secretary?
Oh my God. All I can ever remember is CJ.
Right.
Because she's amazing.
Yes. Well, so the Jackal. Do you remember this episode?
Yes.
So I had to look up like where this comes from, why they have it on the show. Apparently, like Friday nights on shooting that show went super late, and Allison Janney's trailer was like the hangout spot for the cast, and they were all sitting around lip syncing stuff, and they're like, no, this is her showcase. Was she would do that, and Aaron Sorkin came by and was like, that's going in the show.
That's awesome.
So, but most importantly, who the hell do we talk about next week? Maybe we can actually do research for next week and come prepared.
Wait, are we talking about dead people or are we talking about
I think we should talk about dead people.
No, I know, but the question, are we asking who's going to be dead next week?
No.
Or are we asking for why?
That would be amazing if who's going to be dead next week.
No, dead on the show with
it just sounds like a battle royale kind of thing.
It sounds like Clue to me.
Which
Mr. Body.
Every time Jane Wielden pops up in that, I always forget she's in it. Where I'm like, oh yeah.
I always forget that too.
Yeah.
I know.
And there's something else she shows up in, like very randomly, some film or something.
Well, Bill and Ted, she's not random.
No.
She's just amazing.
Yes.
I don't know. I love that movie.
Which one?
Both, actually, but I was meaning Clue.
Oh no, that one I've gotten back into like every 6 to 8 months needs to pop.
It's so good.
Are we threatened to kill her in public? I think he threatened in public to kill her.
I can't hear like Shake, Rattle, and Roll without thinking of that movie.
No, the one that's come up a lot around the house all the time now is just I hate them so much. It's like flames and on the side of my face.
She's amazing.
I mean, she's amazing, but that one
I know, but just in particular.
Yes.
I, of course, am bothered though, because it all goes back to the fashion.
Yep.
Obviously, I would no, she's fine. I would always be Miss Scarlet. Why is she not in red? And I would always choose a green dress given a choice for a color. But why is she not in red? It bothers me.
Isn't she at the end?
Is she? I always think of her in the green.
Right.
Maybe she is at the end, but for most of it, she should be in.
Yeah, true.
You know, the movie also stars my birthday twin, Christopher Lloyd.
I met the original Miss Scarlet.
Which is pretty sweet.
It's not a bad little fun fact.
No, it's a very fun fact.
I think, next week, I think we pull the trigger and I think we do Isadora Duncan.
I was feeling Isadora too. I almost texted you from the VNA because in the Diva exhibit, there was a whole Isadora Duncan section and was going to say it was time for her.
VNA?
Victoria and Albert Museum.
Oh, I see. I didn't know the slang.
It's okay, you will.